Hello and Merry Christmas. This is just a few days before Christmas, and this is your Monday motivation for December 17th, 2018. In Exodus chapter 14 and verse 13, Moses was standing with the millions of the Jewish people that had just left the exile of Egypt, and they were waiting on a miracle because the Red Sea was in front of them, the army of Egypt was behind them, and Moses told them, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. Well, the problem with that is they had to show up first. And there's a lot of people out there that want to see a miracle from God, but they're not willing to show up. What it comes down to is you've got a miracle waiting on you, but you've got to get to the point that you get out there first. The children of Israel had the miracle of the parted Red Sea in front of them, but if they'd have stayed at the couch or stayed back behind, they would have never been able to participate in that. But because they did, they were able to walk across on dry ground. Now, there's miracles out there this week. We're going to celebrate the Christmas miracle this week, but there's a miracle for you in your own life and in your own surrounding, but you got to be watching for that. And, I find this ironic, but if you look at the people that God used to do miracles around or to do miracles through in the Bible, he always found them doing something. Moses was a shepherd. David was a shepherd as well, and he was the one who was able to go out and fight the giant. You go into the New Testament and you find Peter, James, and John and the other brothers who became apostles that were fishermen. They were doing their job when Jesus called them. Not only that, but you have the tax collector who was sitting there, Matthew. He was doing his job. The only one of the apostles that I know of that was called just sitting around doing nothing under a tree. You never hear his name again, maybe once or twice in the entire New Testament, but the ones that were out there working, that were fishing, that were doing the things that they were supposed to be doing, God used those to do incredible, amazing miracles, and he's going to do the same for you. The point of this is you've got to be watching for your miracle, and you got to show up. You got to show up at church. You've got to show up at work. You've got to show up for your family. You got to be there. Nobody in the Bible or nobody in history has done anything great by yelling at somebody to bring you a drink while you're laying there on the couch watching television. So if you want to go out and do something grand and big, the way you do that is get up do what you're supposed to be doing. Zacharias got the birth of Jesus because he was doing what he was supposed to be doing in church. Isaiah got that great vision of the throne room and wrote the book of Isaiah because he was doing what he was supposed to be doing in church, in the temple. So you want to do something right, make sure that church is a part of who you are, and make sure that you show up at your work for your family and everything that you need to do, because miracles are waiting for you, but you got to show up first. God bless you. Merry Christmas. Have a great week.